Taking a look at the Wisconsin Badgers as they head into this season. It seems like this year, everyone's kind of bought in.
I mean, there's an excitement in the air, definitely. I think they saw what we went through last year and how we played and how exciting we were. And now another year in this evolution, so to speak, as we've continued to push the bar offensively.
If you go to Madison, you know the challenge that you're in for as an opponent. The Badgers are an NCAA tournament team and a team that can make a run in the NCAA tournament. But this is a steady program that knows how to win year in and year out.
The biggest thing that I've really enjoyed about Coach Gard is he could have decided to just continue to play the way they've always played, but I think he's a Renaissance guy. It's been fun to see him just morph and change with the times while staying true to who he is.
You only have so many seats at the table. I think more than ever, we have to find the right people that really want to be here. It starts and really ends with having like-minded individuals that want to chase the ultimate goal of winning a championship, whether it's in the Big Ten or the NCAA tournament. You have to be able to have that team chemistry and that cohesion right out of the starting gate.
Construction of a roster begins long before, people probably realize. You have the immediate holes of a graduating senior, and then who on your team can continue to rise up and fill that? And if not, those are spots that you got to go fill.
This group has been intentionally recruited for this system and how they fit. Maybe in the past, we just try to grab the best player here, the best player there, but now it's really specific based on what the team needs and what skill set they bring to our program.
We started initial conversations with our guys around October of last year, and we knew pretty early on the pieces that we wanted to focus on retaining, because we want to make sure we stay a program where people can come, develop, and we leave better players than what they came here as. And we know we've got our center pieces locked in, and we're looking for the pieces that can fit around them.
Jonathan Blackwell, I'm a guard, and I'm from Southfield, Michigan.
JB, he's older, he's better. He's going to be a primary go-to guy, and I think he's ready for a big year.
Nolan Winter, forward from Lakeville, Minnesota.
Nolan's pushing close to 250 now. Here's a guy that's going to take a jump in maturity. The biggest thing with Nolan is you have a chance to be a dominant player, act like it, practice like it, play like it.
Jack Janicki, I'm shooting guard here, and I'm from White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
He'll be on the floor because he can impact winning. We've always had glue guys and guys that maybe don't get the spotlight but are really important if you're going to win a lot of games, and Jack fits that role for us. The end goal is always try to stay experienced, try to stay mature. I think get old, stay old is still a philosophy that we adhere to. It's just we approach it or go about staying old a little bit different than what we did, 5-10 years ago. And then obviously you have the portal still in play, and making sure when that portal does open, when the green light goes on, we're ready to go.
Obviously, with the 15 roster spots that we have now going forward, we've got to make sure that it fits within the puzzle that we're trying to build.
We were well aware of our need for a guy like Nick Boyd. We were well of our need for a guy like Austin Rapp, long before the portal opened. We didn't know Nick Boyd or Austin Rapp were going to be available, but we knew we'd need those kind of players.
There's a vast array of people that are discussed, options, plug in, place. How does that one look with this team? Can we get that to go here? We're trying to make the basketball and the compensation work. And when both those things come together, you can build a really special team. You're recruiting different events now. Now you're going to EuroLeague championships or World Cups and things like that to go identify talent. And it's become much more of a global effort for our staff to be able to get out and identify the pieces that we want to add to the team. We're going to have high school freshmen. We're going to have international freshmen. We're going to have transfers. We're going to have international upperclassmen. Coach has been very adamant that we stay active in all of those spaces.
High school recruiting or younger player recruiting is really important. I think more than ever, we have to find the right people that really want to be here and at the outset, want to be here for the long haul. We really fine-tune in terms of positionally what we're looking for and what skill set they bring to our program, because we become more position specific in terms of ball handlers and and post players and obviously rim running 5s, stretch 4s. And then everybody else has got to be able to play in pick and rolls or be able to shoot it at an elite level. So you're really intentional, not only in terms of making sure they fit the system, but also I want people that are really team oriented.
All right, here we go.
Everybody good, ready to go? We got a lot of new faces, right? A lot of new faces, new names. So part of this whole thing this summer is making sure the synergy and the connectiveness and that chemistry starts to grow. And I can't magic wand it. It has to be organic within your group, right? So first drill today will be partner passing.
Get a ball, get your partner, get a bucket. Here we go. All right, ready, go. Jump step, 2 feet, pivot. Move, Zach, make him find you.
You know, we need a certain kind of person here that understands who we are and what we're about. And then what kind of fit are you? What kind of player are you? What, you know, and what do we need? You know, everybody has a specific role and they're here and they know why they're here.
Starting in the summer, you know, you can kind of see when they come together and you start to play a little bit and you're like, yeah, there's something here. We'll have the work ahead of us too to go prove it in November, December, and then obviously in the conference play throughout the new year. But it is satisfying to kind of see it all come together and to trust your evaluations and to trust the things that you're seeing and the pieces that you're putting together, because we've got a duty to those that came before us to make sure we continue to build upon the success that we've had here.
I grew up watching the Badgers play a lot, been to a lot of games since I was little. Being able to play in my home state for my family and friends is a blessing.
This playing style suited me to a T, and you know, the legacy that Wisconsin's built is something special, so it was a given to come here.
Wisconsin was the right spot for me just because of the culture they've developed in the last couple of years, and it's also just a family atmosphere.
Wisconsin was the right spot for me just based off the winning culture. Coach Guard put together teams with guys who have different talents. That's something I wanted to be a part of for my last year.
We do the step-ups. If he's popped, you got to read. Go.
Group's been coming together great. It's getting to learn everyone's games. We've come a long way, and I like where we're at right now.
This team is just diverse, and this team gets it well, and we know each other pretty well so far, and we haven't even played the game yet.
The first 2 weeks of practice have been intentional, and they've been competitive, but we have a lot more to learn, and we're excited to continue to compete with each other and then compete with other teams.
There's probably 11 or 12 right now that are legitimately in the mix to be on the floor, and then it's up to them to kind of sort that out. When the lights go on and the scoreboard starts ticking and all those things that come with game pressure, who responds in those moments?
Do it, Shock. Good. Oh, stay a little longer. Good, Nolan. You got to get over to the biggest threat left unguarded. You got to guard the ball. Put it on him.